Learning. Who owns what students learn? Is it their teachers? The district that approves the curriculum? Learning must have meaning to students at an individual level so that it matters to them. So what can we do to make students own their education? Art. It seems to be an underappreciated subject in today's educational climate, all too often relegated to an hour here and there throughout the week. I was fortunate to have gone to schools that valued arts integration in the classroom. The most influential creative project I ever did was for AP English Literature my senior year. Having finished reading A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce, Mr. Kleeman assigned our class a project. A project that had no guidelines, except it had to express how we connected with the novel. We were to embody the experience of Stephen and examine our own journey as artists. With a book so entrenched in the creative process, it was nearly impossible not to be artistic in your response. Normally thrown by an assignment as formally unstructured as this, I embraced the freedom. I spent days and days watercoloring illustrations, writing poetry, collecting songs for my book. Just as young Stephen Daedalus poured his soul into his poetry, I poured my heart into my work. And the cool thing was, each student in the class came up with a different project, thus creating his or her own meaning from the connections he or she had with Joyce's novel. Such work with the arts within other disciplines allows students to have central and creative roles as meaning makers. It is the synthesis of individual experience and understanding of content from class that creates meaning for students. Achieving this through the arts allows students to use what they already know to create something meaningful to themselves in their own contexts. The arts integrated classroom gives students common appreciation for active learning in which they could participate. As Joyce ponders in his novel Ulysses, art has to reveal to us ideas, formless, spiritual essences. The supreme question about a work of art is out of how deep a life does it spring. Art is vital to developing a sense of where one fits within the world. The classroom can, and in fact should, become a third space. A space where students can interact with art in order to create new meanings for themselves. Integration of the arts leads to students owning their own learning. And in an ever-changing world, shouldn't we be teaching them how to love learning, to make learning matter to each and every one of them for the rest of their lives?